Hey guys, Black House here once more with Let's Play Stellaris. In the last part, we started getting our destroyers up, and we're starting to build up for war, because we are going to go to war. There's a neighbour who's been, a bitch to us for God knows how long. Otherwise, it's literally just going to be that. We're going to be building up our back lines as well. The Red Fleet's got on the upgrade queue, good. Not sure how long this is going to take. Bleed dog. So I've got a dog next to me now. He wants some company, bless him. I think he wants more, to be honest, but still okay. So yeah, this is... Oh, come on, really? I gotta do that as well. So both of these ships have forgotten what they're doing. Remembrance, go to that. Astute, go to Altair. And the building isn't active because there's no one there. We've got 4. I don't know how we're going to do this, really. Build a farm here, I guess. Because we'll get that farm started and set up properly, then we can just leave it from there. I hope, anyway. It's a very calm time in the galaxy. Where? Oh, of course. Oh, freaking course. Alright, I'll think of something for you. Capella. How far are we going to be off? We're getting 2 more. So we need 1 more Corvette, which we need to do next tick. And then the upgrades again. So, do you still consider us your equal? Yes, how? Probably the weapons. That's the one thing we haven't really got properly done. Most because we just can't. Which is annoying, but hey. Can we put you down the queue? Cancel you. Put you on the end. I would like to get better weapons. Because we're going to take heavy... The thing is, we're going to take heavy casualties doing this. If we get a research agreement with them. The thing is, I don't know if a research agreement puts up your research speed or not. Don't know how they work. Where are you going? Oh, okay, you're that one. And you're there, but evading hostiles. Okay, head to... It's not the main place I can send you now. Head to this one. And the leader died. So science ships are a bit different. You need a leader on them in order for them to do anything. So we're going to be probably taking you on board. Get you a bit more research skill. Head over to the unknown 294. 284, sorry. You being upgraded? Yes, you are. It's going to take a while. Even though it's upgraded, I think it's like 1 ship, 2 ship. We were so close to getting commentary this episode, but instead, we've got post-commentary again. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, but so, like I said again, post-commentary, blah blah blah. So we're getting our 5th world, Arthuria, in the Königsberg system. Yes, I renamed it. I love renaming things, I'm sorry. It's just that personal touch. I'm just not very good at renaming things. But now we have our 5th planet. And now we are literally... I'm trying to get an economy going in the background. We've got a lot of minerals coming in for 5 planets. That will get us a ton of things done for us. Otherwise, there's literally just a build-up going on. As you can see, I'm getting everything sorted out. I'm getting my science labs. These are probably the last things we're going to build on the Rapunzel for a while. On Rapunzel for a while, sorry. No, it's Rapunzel. Yeah. We're getting our fleet ready. The Red Fleet's getting an upgrade. It needed that upgrade badly. Encounter an infam with the Moo aliens. Okay. I will do research on them one day. It's just... we are equivalent. So I think it's like equal now. But I'm not sure how much of that from them is from stations. Which can be quite a bit. Be surprised. It's just like... Mining stations like worth, I think it's like 34 points or something like that. So you get more of them. It actually off balances what your fleet capacity or your fleet power is like. It's kind of weird like that. Regardless, we have a lot of things we need to do. With the Red Fleet getting upgraded, we are going to have an easier time doing this. I need to prep a second world for actual production capacity, as opposed to letting Tyres do everything. And don't get me wrong, Tyres is an awesome world to build from. No, Capella is an awesome world to build from, sorry. It's just not what I need right now. As you can see, otherwise, there's lots of places we can go, there's a lot of places to colonize. Hello again. I can't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm like, well, minus 290, there's no way in hell we're being friends with these guys. Oh, I'm insulting them. Insult is like minus 100. So, you know, because he's being such a git. Minus 290. They hate us because we're individualists and materialists. They hate us because they're evangelists. And, you know, they basically want to spread their faith. Which makes sense. But for us, it's just going to be even simpler. We're just going to kick our ass out of the system. So, when we do eventually go to the war, we are going to have... You know, I'm sorting out our ground support right now. So other stuff we're doing in the background. There are actually quite a few options you have when it comes to wars. One of them is... you can do something called ground support, which is orbital bombardment, literally. It kind of comes down to, do you want to blow them up, or do you want to just give them enough bombardments so they can't recover anything? Either way, it's a penalty to your relations, but the worse you do it, the worse it's going to be. I think at full, which I use all the time, I friggin' love... I say I friggin' love. I bomb the enemy to oblivion and back enough just so I can capture it easier. I know that actually sounds quite evil when you think about it, when I say it. It's a necessary evil in this case. It's a lot easier to conquer them, and I'm kind of playing towards my militant side where they'll recover. You know, it's war. There's no such thing as a civilian in war. God, I'm saying quite fascist. Jeez. God, the opponents are fascist. Jeez. Anyway, but yeah, we're building up defensive armies just in case they do try and invade us. We haven't got the planetary fortifications that they do, but we probably can intercept some of their armies coming along. And if we do capture it, we've got some garrisons we can fight them off as well. These guys aren't going to come easy though, and they're going to have to break through my fleets in order to get to the systems. We also have the starports, which are going to buy us time as well. So, generally speaking, we are alright. There's very little chance of the enemy breaking through and capturing anything. But it's best to be safe. I mean, they might have an event where aliens come and attack your planet. And that's happened before. I've had a planet die to purges because we found life in the world we colonized. That planet is dead when they're ancient robots. I don't know how it works, but it just does. But I've started doing it where it doesn't matter where the world is, I'll give it at least 2 or 3 defensive armies, just so it's safe. Instead of leaving it unmanned and let the garrison deal with it. Just enough to keep it safe and buy me time should I need to ship things over.
Construction complete.
Equivalent again. This is getting ridiculous now. We have friggin' 15 ships. I think we are getting ready at this point. I think it's gone like, bugger it, we're going into war. I would like to make a world where I actually recruit my armies from. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that though. Or how indeed that would work. And hey, I've got the armies are done. Rapunzel isn't going to be my military planet. I know that much. I mean, that's probably going to be where I get most of my materials from. Capella is probably going to be my shipbuilding. Well, it's probably going to be where I get most of my ships for now. We might turn Destiny into something useful, Mesopotamia and Euphoria. I don't intend to hang on to them for too long. Especially Euphoria, it's way too small for me right now. That's a lot of armies coming in, jeez. There we go. We can give them upgrades, like I said before, of either Neo Concrete or Hunter Killers. Neo Concrete I always love on my defensive armies. There's no point in not having them. Why have they got Auto Best already? Why? What's the difference? It's like a minor difference of like 2 minerals and something. I don't know. There's something about them that makes them think they're better than us. Found the new aliens. Is it like a new Gundam? Yes, yes, I know. Crap joke is crap. I even forget I had the science lab on here. I do like I'm trying to keep you guys happy. So you can recruit governors. They have their own benefits, but generally speaking, yeah, you want ones that are going to last long. Happiness, happiness up, construction time down, block of removal cost down. All benefits, and it can be even better. Like, because we have all these planets individually, so we're dealing with them on our own. If you get a sector set up, then you can set up a governor for that sector. It does all the worlds, which actually does work out better in the long run. And yes, there we go, 6 armies. You can also get your armies generals. Generals have their own benefits as well, but they only affect one of them. It's weird, they only affect one unit or division or whatever. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. It'd be nice if it affects the entire army, but we're not going to question that. I guess in some way it makes sense, but I don't know how exactly that comes about. Oh, the Quotos have translated that language. Quavian Republican Stars. Republican Stars, we are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens, regardless of their species. As a leader, President Japras Vargas hopes for a long and fruitful relationship with your people. I think I'm militant on that one. I'm sorry, I love my militant answer, it's fun. And they want to build a federation. Really? Oh, we also come with the galactic fool. The fool! Fool! You're actually a fungus. A xenophobic isolationist. They're weaker than us. We could just declare them a rival anyway. I forgot about that. I just did the rivalry because of just the influence points. I don't even know why I did it, really. Just, I don't like them. We've already just met you, you're our rival. Yeah, the Republican Stars actually seem to like us, so we'll give them an embassy. We probably could make an alliance out of it. And if not, then we can kick the rest later. Alpharia has a lab spare. Yeah, that's probably why. And what was it? I think I was building more ships. Oh, another wolfhound. There are a few wolfhounds apparently. Really? They need more of them? Or is this going to be the last lot? I need to start naming these myself, because I do have some really good names for ships. I mean, the Phoenix class destroyer, there's a Phoenix class cruiser in real life. It's a World War II American cruiser, I believe. Yeah, it's American. It's the Phoenix was a kind of an early war cruiser. Wow, Treasury is a work of finishing. It was an early war cruiser for the Americans. A good deal of guns in it. It was light cruiser, didn't have the armour. Never heard of the Longbow Corvette, so that's one safe. Still equivalent, really. They really hate us, though. Let's insult them again, because, you know. So, I love insulting these guys. Okay, so this is how the war thing works. When you go to war, you have to set what demands you want straight away. You can't go and say, okay, this is what we want in the middle of a war. It also shows your opponents on the bottom left. You can do a filter, you can vassalize them for a cheaper cost, but then you go out and integrate them, I think it's like 100 years later or something, some ridiculous long time. You can liberate planets individually, but why would you, to be honest? It's kind of a thing, but you can make it go to other people, so you declare war and say, give this to another person. I think right now I'm just debating, do I vassalize them or do I want to conquer them? Vassalizing, we're probably never going to get a good relation out of them. System survey. But conquering, we can't conquer it all in one war because the war score's too big. Having said that, we can get 4 planets out of them, or we can liberate worlds from them, make them weaker, and give them a reason to have a civil war going on. Oh, research is done. What on? Research. We can now find Xenopets. Of course. Now we can get a new one. I think on this. Galactic Ambition's nice. Doctrine Space Combat's nice. So is Mountain Range Removal. Borders is always nice. Same with Space Combat. I think, but Mountain Range Removal is more useful because then you can expand your planets more. It's more to do with it's more peaceful. We have a reason to really go into colonization here. Wow. I don't even know why I sat on 5 worlds. I could get more. Oh, someone's talking to us. Really? Diplomatic insult from the... Oh, they insulted us back. I love that. I love that, like, I love how you get, like, these little relationships between the empires. Even if it's all unintentional. It's like, you kind of get a little role play of sorts going on. Like, we hate these guys. Why? Because we do. Who needs an explanation beyond that? It's the little things that I love about this game. You know, you get stuff like that. I know it gets better later on when you find more of them. So you can get like federations going, alliances going. I've never had federated. I've never made an alliance. And then again, I just love conquering in this game. I'm sorry, I'm a conqueror. I love my militant plays. Probably should try it a different way one time. Actually, I will do sometime. There's so many ways you can play this game. We're losing age credits, probably because the Navy's expanded a few times. If we get the minerals, we can upgrade the power plants and that actually puts us back in the black. But to be fair, we're wasting time here. What the hell? Why are we sat on... I need to save up minerals one time to get these planets sorted out. There's a ton we can do with them. We need to get rid of that ship shelter. Trade offer. Star charts. Go on then. You can't gain more than we do, but hey. If you found anything, it's whatever now. There's a lot of things here. It's just... I don't know, it just seems... I don't know what the word is. There's a whole galaxy out there, and I love the idea of just being able to just go and see it. You know, you don't even have to conquer it, you can just go out and explore, and you see new races all the time. Potentially you can make new friends out of it as well. And enemies. No, you may go outside, meet interesting people, then kill them. There's... I will actually eventually make like 3 different classes of like corvettes, destroyers, that kind of thing. Because there's the 3 main weapons like lasers, missiles, and kinetic. So you can't get a good mix of them. You can kind of beat just about anything you face. I think, generally speaking, missiles are meant to be the best. Sorry, torpedoes, missiles, whatever you want to call them. They're generally meant to be the best because you can kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? You can penetrate armor and shields without trying as hard. That makes sense. Oh, wrong looking at. Someone got elected. Great. There's a food shortage. Even better. I think this one we just recruit a new one. And there's no one here we can use. Great. Then we get the resilient one will do better, I guess. Yeah, there's no maniacal. Oh well. Hang on, lead lifespan is more. They'll you spend less over time because these last longer. So I don't know. Rapunzel starving because of lack of food. What?
System survey complete.
Oh, we got the new pop. That doesn't make sense. Pops take 1. Whatever. We can build the hydroponics. I'll balance it out. It won't take too long to build either. Then we can work on the science thing. And we need to group the fleets together as well. Soon getting the central point defense, which is, I believe, a chance to shoot down missiles. Oh, we can get the advanced spaceport or the engineering facility. Engineering facility, get research, do snowball again. And then Sentinel point defense gets done about this end of this month, which gets us point defenses. Point defense is really only good on the bigger ships because it takes up a slot on your weapons. If it took up a slot of module, like shields and power source, it might be better for small ships, but nah, not really. I'd say fortification deflectors, so shields. You can start getting shields. Shields are weak against lasers. They absorb a few hits for you before you start taking actual damage. It's easier to fix it up than it is for other things. Now, bear in mind how you combine these. Wherever fleet is on the top is the host. That will be what you merge into and become named. So in this case, the red fleet is the fleet that was on top. It became the master fleet, and everything merged into that. And it still counts as equivalent. Why? I'll never know. Although I think we are about to have the engagement going on.
Construction complete.
We are eventually going to go to war, I'm sure of it. Because I know I went to war before the end of the part. I know I messed up with this part as well, because I think I recorded an hour instead of like half. So it actually amazes me more that I recorded like 5 hours of this and barely noticed. That it's either that fresh for me, or I love it that much. Later games, we'll see. I really should. I know. I think it's Shenra. He actually said like his favorite is doing the Galaxy with the Arms, and you do the hyperlane travel. Because hyperlane travel, you kind of dictate on where things go, so you can kind of build up defenses on planets. Whereas right now, this is more about mobility. It's kind of like FTL is more about mobility, how you get about for your fleet about, so you can defend more. Hyperspace is you basically choose where you want to stand, where you build up your defenses so you can stand against the enemy while your hyperlanes come in. And warp, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how warp you get between worlds without warp stations. So, you know, that's a thing, I think. Then again, I can see warp being useful when you've got those stations set up. You can then go behind the enemy. It can get between you galaxy or state systems very easily. I don't know. It'll make sense somewhere. Oh, are we going? Are we doing it? Yeah? Yes! Come on! Alright, here we go. So, I'm picking planets on the frontier, which are going to be easier to control. Because then they could just merge them into a sector easier. Not to mention, this is going to make it more it's going to be easier to patrol when it comes to connectivity. This is worth 112. I think at this point I'm thinking like, oh god, I'm not going to afford that. The war score's cost actually gone up because it used to be 120 for everything. I think I am taking the capital from them as well. I can't remember. I know I added. Did I go for 3? Really? I thought I went for 4. Okay. I don't know. I thought I went for 4 things instead of 3, but hey. And war were declared. First war. So, now we can go into their systems. Anything that's counted as an enemy. To take a world, you have to put your armies on there, which is why we trained up the attacking armies. They have made demands of us. They want planets as well. And their demands are actually more expensive than ours. What? You get the balance of the force. And that's the thing. Okay, if you look, there's actually easy to explain. If I can click the right thing, it'd be nice. So, in the census, like the chance of acceptance, it's basically based on war score plus how long the war's been going on plus navy strength. As long as we're taking worlds, we should be able to win. But in this, wars seem to come down to who wins the first fight. And I kind of agree with that. I think it's Shen who said that. It makes a lot of sense in how he said it. Because really it is whoever wins the first fight wins the war. And our fleet hasn't even got in the sector yet, and they're already shooting it. Then again, the FTL's cooling down. When we get, they have shields as well, but we have lasers. They have shields. And someone's got won the rule. There we go. War's begun. So we have more destroyers there, apparently. Yeah, we won that. Oh, we lost a corvette. 2 corvettes. Yeah, we've got this. We're starting to shoot them down now. We are losing a couple of ships, but we'll be able to fix them up. You can retreat from battle if you want to. It does work out in your favour a lot of the time. Anyway, oh, there's a defence platform there. Really? Also, debris can be researched in order to give you certain benefits. In this case, like research, research development, that kind of thing. And I think we do mount an attack at this point. Because they are all scrambling, trying to build up more defence.
Hostile fleet engaged.
There we go, now we're engaging the space station.
Situation log updated.
And we got the forward observation station. Got the science ship, who ported out, okay. Warped out, rather. We might lose another corvette, I don't know. Why am I on Capella? Oh, because we're going for more troops, more ships. I'm trying to figure out what I lost. I know I lost one Wolfhound. The aliens have appeared, okay. And that's a space base down. Space stations actually do have a carry-on effect. They're like they're thus defense of the planet. They're tough to take down, relatively speaking, this early. They also have they kind of prevent you from just being able to swarm a planet. You have to go through the space station first. And I think at this point I'm just trying to find a safe route through, just to get back into the system so I can actually go and do the research. Research and debris gives you, generally speaking, engineering and physics engineering research, sorry. And they can also help you find new tech. So, for instance, if the enemy has tech you don't, then you get that tech. Also, we're doing orbital bombardment. While you're doing orbital bombardment, whatever the type is, the garrison will not heal. There's a small chance, I think it's like 5% at light, 10% at medium, and 15% at heavy, full, sorry, that you kill a pop. Because it also does more. So I believe medium does. It forces every pop to unemployment and growth is halted. You don't actually kill off pops through starvation, which is weird. Going to full, you have a chance to put in blockers, which is actually kind of neat. You can actually stop them from being able to do something, being able to build there. I always do full, and I know this sounds dickish, but I'd rather get the planet taken as quick as possible. And this actually saves me from losing troops. We haven't killed any pops, and it's a desert world, which is going to be more difficult for us to live on anyway. Comment side, minus 15% happiness, really? They really aren't happy. We should be able to take it. I mean, there's not a lot here. The planet fortification is dying slowly. They seem to be they seem to really want to take us down.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Problem is, while we're doing this, they actually do heal slightly. And I think I do actually bring in a second fleet at some point, just so I can heal this one up. I think I'm building one. Yeah, I'm on Capella. And spaceport. Yeah, I build up like a few small ships just to keep this one bombing. It does take a while. It is arguably not worth it because, by the way, the Mycelium carriers is literally another ship that's coming forward. Arguably, orbital bombardment isn't worth it. It depends on how you do it. Like, if you got a force that can overwhelm them anyway when they land, it's fine. You don't need to do it. If not, this can really balance it in your favour because it can make the defences take more damage. Because the planetary fortifications lower damage by a certain percent. I believe if it goes to like 0, they don't actually defend. They don't get a bonus from the fortifications at all, which sort of makes sense. Although they keep throwing things at us to try and slow us down.
Hostile fleet engaged.
That's a lot of research we can do.
Situation log updated.
And then they go off trying not to bomb it again. Yay! That's a destroyer. Getting a transport fleet in as well because we are going to land. I mean, they're warping in now. We're not going to land just yet. I'm going to try and ruin the fortifications as much as possible. Now, you don't need to leave an assault army behind in order to claim the planet. You can leave it at... you can leave it when you conquer it, but you kind of do want to leave a force behind if you're worried the enemy's going to take it back. Which can happen. So, I don't know, it's up to you. Like, we're doing a lot of damage anyway. You know, we might be a bit dickish. To be fair, I really should be using different things. I probably should set up another fleet that isn't just lasers. Just to get these guys out of the way. Now, I do like how this works when you have assault troops. Because you actually, it's like drop pods. It looks awesome.
System survey complete.
I think I've got a... yeah. The thing I'm forgetting here, by the way, I need to change the science ships to passive instead of evasive. Fleets have three behaviours: aggressive, evasive, and passive. Passive, if there's a fleet there, they'll just ignore it. Evasive, if there's a fleet there, they'll get out of there faster than... I don't know. They'd be dead. If they're aggressive, they will engage the fleet. So, I don't know, it's kind of interesting when you get those set up right, because you generally want your fleets to aggressive unless you're trying to buy time. You generally want your science ships and construction ships to evasive unless you're risking something. Oh, it's engaging a science mining station, really? And losing, apparently. Where's two longbows? I think it's... yeah, I think I've messed up in here. Transmission for the Sundrifer. Oh, hello. The Star Confederacy elected leader, another democracy. Great. How many more democracies? What? The galaxy's full of them.
Situation log updated.
But yeah, at this, if I could just avoid dropping things, I have to call this apart. So, next time on Let's Play Stellaris as the Rapunzians, we're going to carry on this merry war of ours, and we're going to see what we get out of it. I've been Blair Kills, you've been you. Join me again as we continue our merry war, conquering these free planets, as we expand our empire. I hope you enjoyed this part, folks, and I'll see you next time.